Vagabond.
Welcome to 21 Point Trivia. Each episode of 21 Point Trivia will feature 10 trivia questions on a single topic. Today's topic is Second in Command. This category is about famous second-in-commands in both fact and fiction, military and business. And here's how you can score your answers. Be sure to post your final score along with any comments, questions, quips, or quotes in the comment section. Let's get started.
Question 1. 1 point.
While his official title was Science Officer, this fictional character was also first officer and second in command of the USS Enterprise on the television series Star Trek.
Question 2. 1 point.
This character, after which a major coffeehouse chain is named, was chief mate and second in command to the obsessed and tyrannical Captain Ahab in the novel Moby Dick.
Question 3. 1 point.
French military commander Louis-Alexandre Berthier was this man's chief of staff and primary second-in-command from 1796 until his first abdication as emperor in 1814.
Question 4. 2 points.
Captain second-rank Vasily Bordin was the executive officer on the titular Soviet submarine in this famous Tom Clancy novel.
Question 5. 2 points.
Commanding more than 20 campaigns and conquering more territory than any military leader in the history of the world, Mongol General Subutai is sometimes credited with being second in command to this famous Mongol conqueror.
Question 6. 2 points.
This commander of the Luftwaffe during World War II is widely considered to have been Adolf Hitler's second in command and chosen successor.
Question 7. 3 points.
American businessman and investor Charlie Munger served as vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway from 1978 until his death in 2023, second in command to this longtime chairman and CEO.
Question 8. 3 points.
Famous for his command of the forces that captured Atlanta and his subsequent march to the sea, this man was overall commander of the Union's Western armies and was Ulysses S. Grant's primary subordinate.
Question 9. 3 points.
This woman was appointed as Facebook's, later Meta's, first chief operating officer in 2008, reporting to Mark Zuckerberg, and held the role until 2022. She is largely credited with making Facebook profitable.
Question 10. 3 points.
This man was Apple's chief operating officer under Steve Jobs and succeeded him as Apple's CEO in 2011, just prior to Jobs' death, and still remains in the role of CEO as of 2025.
Now let's take a look at the answers.
The answer to question 1 is Spock. Leonard Nimoy played him on the original TV series in the 1960s and in 6 films from 1979 to 1991. Zachary Quinto played the character in 3 films from 2009 to 2016, 2 of the films also featuring Nimoy playing a different version of the same character. And Ethan Peck has played the character in 2 more recent Star Trek prequel television series. The answer to question 2 is Starbuck. Starbucks originally considered the name Pequods after the ship instead. The character Starbuck on Battlestar Galactica was also named after the novel character. The answer to question 3 is Napoleon Bonaparte. Upon Napoleon's return from exile in 1815, Berthier moved to Bavaria and died from a fall from a window just a few months later in a manner that some people at the time considered suspicious. The answer to question 4 is The Hunt for Red October. In the film adaptation, Borden is played by New Zealand actor Sam Neill. Spoiler alert, Borden is shot and killed near the end of the film, but he is not shot in the novel. The shooting victim in the novel is a different officer. The answer to question 5 is Genghis Khan. Subutai outlived Genghis Khan by more than 20 years and served under his third son, Ugadai, who is the second Khan of the Mongol Empire. The answer to question 6 is Hermann Goering. Goering was convicted of war crimes and crimes against humanity at Nuremberg in 1946 and sentenced to death by hanging. However, he took his own life the night before his scheduled execution. In the 2025 film Nuremberg, Goering is played by actor Russell Crowe. The answer to question 7 is Warren Buffett. Munger and Buffett were not, as it is sometimes believed, childhood friends in Omaha, Nebraska. They did not meet until 1959 when Buffett was in his late 20s and Munger was in his mid-30s. But they developed a quick and lasting friendship and remained friends and business partners for more than 6 decades. The answer to question 8 is William Tecumseh Sherman. Sherman's close association with Grant continued after the war. He was commanding general of the U.S. Army under 4 presidents beginning with Grant and was also briefly acting Secretary of War under Grant as well. Sherman joined 3 other former Civil War generals, including 2 former Confederate generals, as pallbearers at Grant's funeral in 1885. The answer to question 9 is Sheryl Sandberg. Sandberg became a board member in 2012, stepping down in 2024. Her prior experience included being Chief of Staff to then U.S. Treasury Secretary Larry Summers and as a Vice President of Global Online Sales and Operations at Google. The answer to question 10 is Tim Cook. Cook was personally recruited to Apple by Jobs in 1998. At the time, Cook worked for Compaq Computer, and close friends and colleagues advised him against the move to Apple. Apple's market capitalization is currently about $4 trillion. The market cap of Hewlett-Packard, which swallowed up Compaq in 2002, is now less than $18 billion. I think Cook made the right move. And here's a quick recap of the answers. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to stay informed about future quizzes.